Welcome back. In our spotlight this morning, we're talking about convicted killer Wade Wilson in a brand new documentary that delves into his very strange female fan club that has formed since his arrest. So Wilson is on Florida's death row right now for the murders of Kristine Melton and Diane Ruiz. Despite that, women are obsessed with him. Prosecutor Sarah Miller says that Wilson has received thousands upon thousands of calls from admirers while in lockup. Here's a portion of Handsome Devil, Charming Killer on Paramount Plus.
He's still pulling the strings from a jail cell. He's got an army of wives. That's all he's ever wanted.
There's nobody behind those dark serial killer eyes.
A rage overcomes me. Just kill, kill, kill. When I get that way, I become the devil.
Yeah, I'm under your spell.
I'm like a lion. You're the prey. I can sense it.
Oh my, so what is it about this guy that has so many women clamoring to be with him? He's a killer. Let's bring in licensed clinical psychologist Dr. Jamie Zuckerman, Dr. Z as they call her. Good morning to you. My gosh, what is going on with this obsession with all these women?
Oh. Yeah. I watched the documentary and I remember when this came out and it was all over social media. There's a couple reasons that can lead to this. Everything from attractiveness to that bad boy image, this kind of safe thrill-seeking developmental patterns you've had through childhood, self-esteem, all of them. First is that glorified bad boy image. We tend to do this on social media. We tend to do this in movies where we kind of almost romanticize the bad guy, romanticize the criminal nature of a person. We even see this in Disney, which is we see this all the time with, falling for your captor and things like that. So it's become normalized, and because of that, it's desensitized us to the victims and the horrific nature of this. There's also this vicarious thrill of this feeling of experiencing danger through association, but it's safe because he's behind bars and he technically can't hurt them. And also this need that people may have based on their upbringing, or this need to feel familiar patterns, like feeling powerless, let's say, growing up, or feeling like you had very little control. Those patterns may be familiar, and so you seek out people in your life that remind you of those patterns. And this would be one of them, this need to fix this person, that I can do this, that somehow I'm responsible for making them better.
This is fascinating stuff you're sharing with us, Dr. Z. I've got another clip. This is one of the trailers from the case. Again, it's called Handsome Devil, Charming Killer on Paramount Plus. And here we're going to see his ex-girlfriend talking about her encounter with him. So what's really crazy, and we know this, we followed the trial, we watched it, we broadcasted it. He does 2 murders in a 24-hour period and commits a vicious assault in between. Let's take a look.
This case exploded on social media.
Wade Wilson.
The Deadpool killer.
This went worldwide. Got looks that kill. Women were absolutely enthralled with him.
He was building a cult following.
Hey, Kristen.
Hello.
Hey, Prissy. What's up, baby? I love you so much.
There's fans who have never met this man showing up for this trial.
I can't wait to get out. We're going to have sex for hours.
To advocate for someone because you think he's handsome.
Did you agree to get in the car?
No.
And when you would not agree to get in the car, how did he act?
Violent, aggressive, tried to pull me in the car physically, and I resisted, got plank style so that he could not grab me into the vehicle. I'm trying to reason with him, trying to talk to him, but there's nobody behind those eyes anymore. I was trying anything that I could to expand the amount of time that I didn't have to go to his car where I'd probably never be seen again.
Oh my gosh, so he murders Kristine Melton first, then he assaults his girlfriend Mila at the time, who we just saw there, then he murders Diane Ruiz. Dr. Jamie, it seems kind of like a murderous rampage he went on. He even kind of acknowledges that's all he could think about in the doc when he's making these statements that are recorded. Might he have killed more people if he wasn't caught?
I would say so. I think he was extremely dangerous. I don't doubt that he would have continued this behavior. I think we see that in those segments, in those clips. There's no remorse. That will not change over time, and there would be nothing stopping him from doing this again. This is how he gets that feeling of power. It feeds that sense of entitlement. So yes, I think he absolutely would have done this again for sure.
Dr. Z, I find him terrifying. When I was listening, yes. I watched 2 of the episodes in the doc, and the prosecutor talks about how jurors were petrified to be in the same room as him. The eyes, I mean, just... Oh, the conduct, what we know he did, like you said, lack of remorse. He is a scary. He's one of those few people in society I think we really have to worry about. I always say most people in the criminal system aren't so bad. They just make mistakes. They're good people who make mistakes. Then you have a small percentage of the really dangerous people. He's one of them. Dr. Z, it astounds me that these women aren't afraid of him. Like, were they like, yeah, they want to be his girlfriend and talk to him and fantasize with him, like talk about going to visit him in the prison. How are they not terrified?
So again, I think it goes back to this idea that I would imagine some of them are, but they get this feeling of, I can control the situation, I can feel safe, although I'm still associating with them because this is over the phone. Their planning of the future is very kind of this idealized, romanticized version of what it'll be like, but it's an illusion, and they get some safety from that. So it allows them to, fulfill that need to either, it could be for fame, associating for fame. It could be this need to fix them. There's a whole host of reasons, and each person's going to be different. But I would imagine that some of them are scared. But again, that separation, that they're, he's behind bars, this is over the phone. It's a safe it's not safe, but in their eyes, it's a safe situation. They're protected somewhat. But I do want to say, and I think this is really important, is that, there's a whole other chunk to this that puts the accountability on him, in the sense of, his manipulation was so deliberate and so specific. Mm-hmm. So it fosters that need to fix him.
Right. Ugh, he gives me chills. This is fascinating what you've shared with us, all the reasons it could be behind, all the love for this killer. Dr. Z, wonderful having you on the show. Thank you so much, my friend. We'll see you soon.